everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do an updated vinyl record collection. I actually was not planning on doing this until like much later in the year or like the beginning of next year, because I didn't think I had that many records to show, and there are still some records that I really want to buy. I just don't have the means to go ahead and buy them yet. And then I got one comment of somebody asking me for an update, and it got me thinking. I counted how many records I've accumulated since the last collection, and I actually have way more than I thought I had. So I figured it's time to do a little update video. I'm also coming off the high of my Niall Horan concert that I went to on my birthday. Okay, saw Niall Horan on July 23rd, which was my 24th birthday, and also the 14-year anniversary of One Direction, which just makes me feel incredibly old and like, how did we get here? But I'm wearing the t-shirt that I got at the show. Literally the show. It's so cute. Obsessed. So I just kind of want to talk about that concert for a minute before I get into the vinyl collection. But I've got lots of exciting records to share, including Niall Horan, some Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, some miscellaneous vintage records. I'm really excited about it. If you don't care to hear about my Niall Horan show, then I will put timestamps so that you guys can skip ahead to see the record collection. But I just really want to talk about this concert.
Welcome to the show live on tour, my baby!
So like I said, I did see Niall Horan on my birthday, and it was so much fun. It was just honestly the absolute best way to spend my birthday. It was just the best. Niall Horan has always been my favorite member of One Direction, and I've never seen him live as a solo artist. So the last time I saw him was on the One Direction on the Road Again tour in 2015. So it was really nice to see him again. I've missed him so much. Like the last time I saw him, he was blonde. Wild. But the show was so good. He played some of my favorite songs. He played Science, which he doesn't always play. That's part of his like rotating set list, and I'm not gonna lie, I shed like a dramatic tear. I've never done that at a concert before, but like all the emotions just came to the surface and I definitely cried. He played Night Changes. That was the One Direction song that he played, and it felt like a really fitting song to play. It was really beautiful, and people in the front had like a little fan project where they hold up signs saying 14 years of One Direction during the song, and that was just like a really special, beautiful moment that also had me feeling a little emotional. I went to the show with my mom. She got me this shirt. She also got me this crew neck that I've been dying to have my hands on, and it is the Science crew neck. So it's like this like really beautiful like dark navy blue color. It's got the embroidered NH on the front there, and can I just say I am so happy that it is on the right side of the sweater, because I find emblems are normally on the left side, and that's like where my hair is parted. It's like to this side, so I always have this hair in front, so it's always covering up emblems on my shirts and on my sweaters. So thank you, Niall Horan, because now it's on this side and I can have my hair in front and not worry about covering the emblem. Anyways, then on the sleeve it has the Science patch, so it says the show, and then around it says it's just science, don't let it break you down. Love him. And then on the back it says the show live on tour. And can I just say that this is one of the softest, if not the softest, crew neck that I own. Stunning, beautiful, amazing. So grateful to my mom for going to the show with me and buying me this merch. I love it so much. And then my friend Lorena just did the sweetest thing for me, and she embroidered a shirt for me to wear to the show, to the concert. So basically Niall did those festival shows last year, and he had those like silky button-up tops that said the show and album by Niall Horan on the back, and so I was kind of inspired by that for this shirt. So we just bought a like white button-down shirt, and she embroidered the show and album by Niall Horan on the back. Is that not just the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? She did so good. It like blew me away how stunning this is. I'll put pictures on the screen of me wearing this at the show. I'm just obsessed with it. Like, I'm gonna wear this all the time. It needs to be like ironed. It's extremely wrinkly, but I'm so excited about this shirt. It was so much fun to wear at the show, and I'm just so happy with it. Like, how did she do this? It looks so stinking good. Like, are you kidding me? That's just like one of the nicest things anybody has done for me. I'm obsessed with it. So anyways, it was a really beautiful show. Like I said, cried a little bit, I smiled a lot, I sang, I was just a really happy person. With that being said, we can finally get into the record collection. So starting off, very fittingly, I have 2 Niall Horan records to talk about. This is like a cumulative, I think before Christmas of last year. Ever since my last collection, which I believe was at the end of summer last year, like August time maybe. So the first one is Heartbreak Weather, and it's just the plain black pressing. I love this album to pieces. It means so much to me. I've definitely talked about this before in a CD collection video because I do own it on CD, but let's just talk about it again, shall we? Favorite songs. What am I feeling at the moment? Heartbreak Weather, title track, was so fun at the concert, but just in general, favorites. I really love Everywhere, No Judgment, which I cannot believe he has not sung once on this tour. I genuinely thought it would like be a permanent spot on the set list, and he hasn't sang it once. It's baffling. This album is just perfection, top to bottom. This album just means a lot to me, and I'm so happy to have it on vinyl now. And then for Christmas, I got The Show by Niall Horan. This is the Target exclusive, so it's on a translucent blue, which is just really pretty. And it also comes with a beautiful poster of him that I'm definitely going to be framing when we're in the new house. I'm going to have like a beautiful like setup for my vinyl in my room, and I'm just really excited about it. But it also comes with a handwritten letter print. I don't know if they're all the same for each like pressing or if just each vinyl comes with a different one, but mine was for Save My Life, where he just talks about, you know, what the song's about and why he wrote it, and I love it. We'll definitely be framing that as well. Songs on this one: Meltdown and Science are my two favorites, but also Heaven, Never Grow Up, The Show, Save My Life. Save My Life I've been really connecting to recently, and that one was really fun live. Must Be Love is another favorite. He did not sing that one at my show, which was a little sad, but again, top to bottom, beautiful, stunning, amazing, perfection. I'm obsessed. The next album is Chemistry by Kelly Clarkson. This is another Target exclusive. They had their like buy two get one free deal, so I got this one free. This one is a beautiful, is it orchid they called it? Yeah, orchid colored vinyl. So pretty. There's also an alternate cover. Honestly, couldn't even tell you what the original cover looks like. I haven't listened to this one in a hot minute, but I love it a lot. I think Me, whichever one was her like lead single off this album, was my top song of last year because I just listened to it on repeat. I really love Lighthouse. I Hate Love featuring Steve Martin is so much fun. He plays the banjo on the song, and I just think that's like the most random, most fun thing ever. So this album's a lot of fun. If you guys haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. And I just, oh, this purple is so pretty. And I have a record that I've had for quite a long time. Like I bought this like early to mid last year. It definitely should have been in my last collection video, but I somehow forgot it, and that is Aurora by Daisy Jones and the Six. So if you don't know, Daisy Jones and the Six was a book by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It was turned into an Amazon Prime show last year, and they released the album that they made in the show. So like this is exactly how it looks like in the show. It's amazing, and I love the show, love the book, and I love this album. This is just on a standard black pressing. Favorites off of this album: Let Me Down Easy, Look at Us Now, Honeycomb, Regret Me, More Fun to Miss. I also really like Please. I don't think that's a fan favorite, but there's something about Sam Claflin's voice in that song that just like really gets me. And then The River. It's just such a fun album. I also have not spun this in a while, but I'm just obsessed with it. If you guys have not watched the show, read this book, listened to this album, I highly recommend it. So now I have a few Taylor Swift records, which I'm really excited to talk about. So I got some for Christmas. I got Red, Taylor's version. This is the Target exclusive, so it is the red colored vinyl, because I feel like if there's any time to buy a Target Red exclusive pressing, it's gonna be for an album called Red. So that is what I did. I love this album. I love All Too Well 10-minute version. I feel like that's most people's favorite. Better Man, Nothing New. Okay, I think Nothing New is definitely one of my favorites. I Bet You Think About Me. And then I have 1989, Taylor's version. This is the Target exclusive, so it's on the Tangerine vinyl. It also comes with Sweeter Than Fiction, which is the bonus track that was on the Target edition. I do really love the Tangerine pressing as well. I don't have anything else like this in my collection, and it's just like a really soft, pretty color. Okay, off of like the regular albums, Style. Love that song so much. All You Had to Do Was Stay, I Wish You Would, Wildest Dreams, This Love. I love that song so much. It reminds me of the summer I turned pretty. Clean, Wonderland, New Romantics, and then from the vault, Now That We Don't Talk, Is It Over Now? This album is just so much fun. This is another really great addition into my collection. And then the last Taylor Swift one is one I definitely should not have bought because it was very expensive, and I shouldn't have bought it, but I did, and I'm happy that I did because it's beautiful. But it's obviously the Tortured Poets department. This is the Target exclusive, so it has the manuscript as the bonus song on it, and it's on 2 Phantom Clear vinyl discs. But I wanted this one specifically, one because I do prefer having original covers if I can. That's just something that I like, although there are quite a few in this collection update. website that are not the standard cover, which is fine. But I also really wanted a clear vinyl. I don't have any clear vinyl. Now I do, but I didn't have any clear vinyl. I just think they're so fun, and to me it just like it matched the vibe, so I'm really happy that I have the clear vinyl. I think it's so fun. I love but Daddy, I love him. Down Bad, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. This album is just full of bangers. I know that this is not the anthology. I am hoping she will eventually release some sort of physical copy of the anthology, so I know that like this isn't that, but I love The Black Dog and Peter. I love the anthology so much, but this is a beautiful album. It's so much fun to listen to. I've only listened to it a couple of times on vinyl, but I'm obsessed with this. Like there was like a good month and a half after this album came out where I didn't listen to a single other song except for this album. It's beautiful, it's stunning. I think it might be one of my favorite Taylor albums. So now I have a couple of Olivia Rodrigo albums. So for Christmas, I got Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. I got the Target exclusive. This is on magenta vinyl. It also comes with a poster, but this is the beautiful, stunning purple. I've been listening to this album a lot the past couple of days since my Niall Horan concert, because Olivia is actually my next concert. I'm so excited about it. The Grudge and Making the Bed, I think, are my two top favorite songs off of this one, but I also love Get Him Back, Pretty Isn't Pretty, Teenage Dream, All American Bitch. Like this is just such a fun album. I also for Christmas got the Black Friday record store day. Got the Secret Tracks vinyl. So this is just like, again, a very, very dark purple. You can barely even tell that it's purple. It has an etching of a butterfly on it. It's beautiful. But my favorites are just like in order of what they are. So my favorite is Obsessed, and then I love Scared of My Guitar, but I also love Stranger and Girl I've Always Been. It's just those I don't like as much as Obsessed and Scared of My Guitar. This was my very first record store day record, so that's really exciting. The next record is one of the most beautiful records that I own in my entire collection. Not for like the pressing or anything, because it's a standard black, but just like the actual music itself. It's heavenly. It's so beautiful. And that is 5 Seconds of Summer, The Feeling of Falling Upwards, live from the Royal Albert Hall. Stunning. It's so beautiful. They have a full orchestra and it's just so stunning. I just felt like I needed to have this. I listened to it on Spotify and I was just like, this is the most stunning, beautiful thing that I've ever heard in my life. It just has so many beautiful songs on here. Oh, Jet Black Heart. So good. Take My Hand, Teeth, Ghost of You. Like there's so many good songs on here. So I have 2 more records before we get into the couple of vintage records that I've collected recently, and these are both Urban Outfitters pressings and they're both Disney. So first we have the Lemonade Mouth soundtrack, and this is pressed on this beautiful lemonade colored vinyl. So it is yellow and it's got the little like black, I don't even know what you would call those, but the little black parts. This album, this movie, stunning, perfection, amazing. My only like complaint about this record, not about the record, but the soundtrack, is it has the 2 songs by the other band, like their rival band in the movie, and I hate those songs with a passion. This is the only vinyl that I've ever owned and spun where I've actually physically moved the needle to a different song. Normally I just like let the record play and do what it does, but I cannot stand those 2 songs. It's And the Crowd Goes and Don't You Wish You Were Us. Those ones I have to skip. I cannot listen to those if it's not in the context of watching the movie. But I love Somebody, Determinate, She's So Gone, and More Than a Band. They've been coming out with a lot of different Disney Channel kind of vinyls recently, and I'm simply just asking, begging really, for a Starstruck vinyl, because that is one of my favorite DCOMs and I just feel like I need to own that so desperately. The other one I got for Christmas, and it is the Halloween Town soundtrack. I've actually not spun this yet because I got it for Christmas, which is obviously not the time to be playing a Halloween vinyl, but I will be listening to this when I'm decorating for Halloween this year. I'm just so excited. I don't have any Halloween records, which is why I really, really wanted this one. It's on a beautiful like translucent orange, which is just so stunning. I think this was a missed opportunity to do what they did for the like It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown and made it the shape of a pumpkin. I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity, but the orange color, very pretty. But that Halloween Town theme, nothing gets me more excited at Halloween time than that song. Okay, so now I have some very exciting vintage records. I have 4 to talk about. Staying on the Disney theme, I have Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs soundtrack. I got this at Value Village one day. Obviously just like standard black. I just thought this would be a fun thing to have. It was just a couple of dollars. I think I had a coupon. Probably I always have a coupon. I love Whistle While You Work, Someday My Prince Will Come. If I find vintage Disney records, honestly, it does not take much for me to want to buy them. This is one of the records that I'm the most excited about, okay? This has been an ISO for me. I literally found this on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was for $5 and I was very excited about it. Like, I could not believe my eyes. I like typed the artist name into Facebook Marketplace, not expecting to find anything, and it was just there. And I like, oh my god, this is one of my favorite things that I own. It is Judy at Carnegie Hall. Judy Garland at Carnegie Hall. So this is a live album, recorded live and complete at Carnegie Hall, Sunday, April 23rd at 8:30 p.m. So it's a full orchestra live album of Judy Garland. I read a Judy Garland biography at the end of last year, and they talked about her performance at Carnegie Hall, talked about the fact that they recorded it and put it on a record, and I wrote down, like, I was annotating the book, and I wrote down, like, I need to own this record. I've listened to it. I think I got very emotional. I just love Judy Garland so much, like, literally with my whole heart. Her voice brings me so much comfort, and to hear her like live vocals and just like to picture her like standing on that stage and just to know like everything that was going on around that time and like reading about it in that book, this just feels like a really special thing to have in my collection. I also don't know if this was just like a misprint on mine or if they kind of were all misprinted like this, but like the discs are like out of order. So like we have disc 1, right? Side 1. The other side 4. The other one is 2 and 3. So if I want to listen to this in like recorded live order, I have to put on side 1, take this off, put the other record on, listen to side 2 and side 3, and then put this back on for side 4. It's very odd. It's very weird. I don't know what happened there. But favorite songs off of this are Over the Rainbow and the Trolley song. But specifically Over the Rainbow, obviously, is from The Wizard of Oz. This is literally like my favorite thing that I own. One of my favorite additions to my collection. I lucked out so hard. It was just like this little lady who was selling it. We drove so far to get this. I think it was like 40 minutes to get this. I love her so much. I love this record and I cannot believe that I own it. And then the last two are my newest additions to my collection. I actually just got these a couple of days ago. There's a book and record store near me and they were having like this sidewalk sale. They had a bunch of records outside on the sidewalk and a bunch of books, and like everything was between $1 and $2. Single LPs were $1, double LPs were $2. I did find 2 box sets. I don't own any record box sets, but I found these 2 and I'm obsessed with them. So they're the rock and roll era. So we have 1957 and 1958. So they are double LPs of just compilations of songs from these 2 years. I love music from the 50s and I don't know all of the songs on these, but I figured for $2 a piece, if there's only a few songs that I like, that was still like a really good deal, and I could just put these on in the background. You know, I don't have to like sit there and like actually be like listening to them. But off of the 1957 one, also just like the artwork on them is so fun. But yeah, so on the 1957 one, we have this girl with a milkshake, like greaser looking dude looking at her. So like at a diner. It's very cute. So it is just a box set. So you just open it up like that, and it came with this little pamphlet inside that talks about the music. So it talks about like the year in music. I should read this. I feel like that would be exciting. Track list on the back. Very exciting. I definitely want to look into that later, but I just put them in my little sleeves, my protector sleeves, and put them back in there. We've got some Little Richard. I have a Little Richard record, so that's exciting. I do like Little Richard. I haven't actually listened to these yet, so I'm literally just looking for any song that I recognize on the back. Peggy Sue by Buddy Holly. If you guys have watched these videos from me before, you know I love me some Buddy Holly. School Day by Chuck Berry. I actually don't know that song off the top of my head, but I do like Chuck Berry. This one really doesn't have that many songs that I'm like overly familiar with. However, 1958 does have a couple more songs that I'm familiar with. So this is the same kind of vibe. It's a dude, greaser dude on a motorcycle. Opens up, has a little pamphlet on the inside, track list on the back, and talks about the year of music on the inside. Ah, it's Buddy Holly. That's so exciting. So on this one, we have Johnny Be Good, starting the record off by Chuck Berry. Oh Boy by the Crickets, which is Buddy Holly's band. I just think that these are going to be so fun, and I do want to listen to them soon so that I can like fully appreciate them and maybe discover some new favorite artists from the 50s. I think that would be a lot of fun. That is my entire record update collection. I cannot believe I had so many. I literally did not think that I had bought that many records since my last collection, but here we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below and tell me what your most recent record purchase was. I'd love to know. Or let me know if you like any of the albums or artists that I shared today in this video. I'm so excited because the next record collection video that I do will probably be in the new house with my new record setup in the background. I'm gonna be so happy and so excited about it. So make sure you subscribe down below so that you guys can be here when we move into the new house and I can have my whole new record setup. I will be having a video where I set that all up and I'm so excited about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.